I not dead anymore then?
Good afternoon, sir. Love my eyeshadow today. Hi, we're in the middle of London. We are near the Tower Bridge. Pretty statue. The monument.
You can go up there. You go up to the top, it's people at the top.
Really? Is it stairs?
I don't know. Have a look.
If it's a lift, I will. What they don't tell you about the tubes is they're really hot and stuffy, and it kind of feels like you've got flu when you're on them. Oh, they're building something else, yet again. That's where all the money's going.
Jess, you're walking a fine line.
We're here.
Thank you. Oops.
Looks like that's a no. The air is so much fresher in Manchester. This is what it feels like to be a dick walking around with a video camera recording yourself.
You do that all the time.
Not in the middle of London, where people actually like watch you constantly. This is really strange.
Lloyd's headquarters.
Oh, by the way, this is how small I am. Look, I have to lift the camera up to go to Dave.
Look. Ah.
There's the castle. This is me vlogging in front of a castle because I've never vlogged in front of a castle. Castle, castle, castle. Blah. Let's go find Dave. Hello, Dave.
This is just decapitating someone. His legs are growing. That's what we need to do to you. We'll make you grow bigger.
Why don't they do this anymore? They should.
Human rights, Jess, human rights.
Nobody would have rioted if that's happened.
Oh my god, look who it is. Come here. Why is Mark on there?
You ready to see the bridge? Ta-da! That's the special. Are you alright? That's the special tour. Oh crap, there's water. Almost dropped you guys in it. Would you like to take a swim in the very nice water? They don't show you that, do they? On the brochures, the dirty water. They do not show you it. Dave's got brain freeze.
Ow.
You stole my drink! Stole my drink!
Oh, brain freeze. And there's a MI5.
Really? You just pointed out at Dad and said it was an MI5 person.
Actually, no, MI5's not that building, it's one of these though.
What are you doing up there? What are you doing? Does anybody else think it looks like this guy's putting his middle finger up? I know it's a second finger, but I thought he was like, fuck you, world! Fuck you, and look at my metal crotch. What? And the bearded man didn't reply or respond to anything ever again. AKA the Roman Emperor Trajan. AKA Trojan Condom Man. Oh, we're going on a walk to see all the murdered prostitutes. Yay! Fuck the Tower of London and Parliament tour. We're gonna go on the Jack the Ripper tour. Way! I've always wanted to know how he killed those prostitutes so I can go and kill some.
It's your lucky night. You go home. He knew where she lived. She lived about, again, 500 metres in this way. Off you go. Go home. Stop drinking. Behave. Yeah, whatever. You know? Without any intention of this, of course. The place, illegal and legal drinking dens and all this maze of little places behind here. So she goes in. Each time she goes into one of these, they know her. This woman's a pest. 1:15, she's about 100 metres behind us. That policeman goes round. She's still coming in this direction. And then, sort of approaching 1:30. It's a critical time, ladies and gentlemen. Approaching 1:30, she staggers into history. She, Catherine Eddowes, is victim number, wait for it, 4. Don't worry about 2 and 3. They're not going anywhere. We've moved ahead 4 weeks from the first, you see. Victim 4. Head is practically decapitated. Use the word bloodbath to describe what they found here. The police have come in and they're all hovering around, not doing very much. Waiting, I suppose, for a doctor or someone like that. And then Watkins, who is sharp. He looks down there. See that alleyway? It's still there. There's a bit of fog there, but there's some shadows in there. There's someone hovering suspiciously there. All now City of London Police. C Division. Remember that? C Division. The very important thing is that whatever time your watch is saying, forget it. The time now is 2 a.m. City of London time. Good. We're about to follow him. Catherine, we're going to take you with us as well.
Am I not dead anymore then?
You're not part of the police.
Why don't you be like a vampire or something?
This lady needs a bit of direction, I think. Yes, no. Let me tell you what you've got to do, right? Leave her on.
Do you want me to be drunk?
No, you're not drunk. You're
dead.
no, just, just ordinary.
Okay.
Normal, maybe that's...
I'm not really normal.
Yeah, you've chosen the wrong word for this one.
Maybe that's too much to ask for, but semi-normal, okay?
Evening.
Okay.
Good, excellent. So where do you come from?
Manchester.
Manchester, I thought so. They're all the same. You take it from the Gallicers, I suppose. A pretty rabble of cops here. Now come on, you're following a suspect. Subsequently, her body was moved from there, about a kilometre away, to the mortuary. And when they're dressing the body in the mortuary, they find the underskirt with the bit torn off that matches this bit that's found here. So anyway, we're chasing the right guy. Apparently we've lost him, but we're chasing the right man. There's something not quite right about all of this as far as I'm concerned. It's a bit too easy. I'll explain why. I think with the benefit of history that we're dealing with somebody fairly smart, fairly sharp. And I think that this clue here needs to be looked at again. Because I think this clue is lying here with a little notice on it saying, I am a decoy clue, please find me. Because he's carrying this, he wants you, the police, to find it. Because when you find it, you're going to have a little talk, blah, 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 blah. Police always have meetings, you know. They always will have meetings, which will give him 4 or 5 minutes, that's enough. And while the police are talking, he turns round the corner to the right along Wentworth Street into downtown Whitechapel. And I'll show you a little bit of evidence in a moment, which, well, later on, which sort of will sum that up, I think. However, we're at the stage now, which is a bit annoying. Now, I can't very well afford to lose you. However, I told you back there I'm involved in street theatre. You can do lots of things. You can go forward or you can go back. In this case, we're going back. We're going back to 12 o'clock on the 30th. Right? Back to 12 o'clock before you were killed, ma'am. Yes. Right? Back to 12 o'clock. Interesting little street here called Bell Lane. Okay? Bell Lane, thank you. 1:15, the policeman goes round. He keeps his head low. He watches over. He's not sure, but he's lurking in the alleyway. The next thing, she staggers into the alleyway at 1:30. He comes out of the alleyway, grabs her, kills her, and leaves her body where we found it. There, by the table in Leicester Square, by the chair. It's such an important scenario, because this, ladies and gentlemen, is the night of the double event. And this is the one that the criminal psychologist will latch on to. Because this is telling us what he's about. This is telling us what he's about. You see, back there is killing number 3, shortly after 12. Back here in Leicester Square is killing number 4, sometime before 1:30. Great. Thank you very much. You've been brilliant. Today it's a university hostel. But back in the day, back in 1888, this was the convent of Our Lady of Mercy. See this big door here. There was a big wooden door. Alleyway. Yet. But boy, does it look like it. Come right in, guys. Come on, be part of it. It looks really so much it. And this is a canvas, you know, a big door. This is Miller's Court. Reconstructed. Well, see it. You went in and there was a doorway here, and then there's a big long passageway. And then all these rooms lead off. Think of the worst motel you've ever been in. And then some. And that's what it's like. And there are these doors, and you know, there's rooms. There's not much in them. There's a bed and a table and a chair. Kelly wasn't in them much either. You know, she was out in the streets here, in the pub and whatnot. We know that she staggered back here along this, in here, possibly, no, well, this is in Miller's Court. But she staggered into her place around about 10:30 on the night of the 8th of November. We don't hear very much more until maybe 12 hours later. And a young man comes to collect the rent around about 10 a.m. And when he gets to this door, the door there's something not right with the door. So he does what any 17-year-old will do. He kicks the door in. And he kicks the door in. And then as the door goes in, he sees that a kitchen table has been pulled across. Come, Jack. Come back, Jack. Quiet a few. He sees that a kitchen table is there, and on the kitchen table is a basin. And in the basin, there's something dark and spongy. Yeah, it's her intestines. And floating in the middle of this is a piece of her ear, a piece of her tongue. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is only the starter. The main course is in the bedroom. Here. She has been cut to pieces. This is just an absolute abattoir here. You know, I'll share this with you. A few years ago, I was on a radio program here in London, and a question I was asked was, describe the guy in one word. And I used the word lucky. And they looked at me. Lucky? Lucky? Yeah, he's lucky. He was lucky. Because if we examine the population and statistics of the area, and the number of police, number of people, the amount of time that he could have spent in those other 4 killings would have been between 8 and 10 minutes. Otherwise he'd been caught. There were just so many people around at the time. This one here is different. We reckon he probably spent 3 hours in here. The only positive thing I'm able to say about this killing is it was the last. It was the last. After this one they finished. And before we go up here to our little post-mortem, a couple of things, everybody sort of thinks goes into the post-mortem and say, who is it, who is it? Come in from the left side. Ask yourself, why did they stop? There are lots of answers there. Could be dead, could be in jail. Some say he went to Australia. Others say he went to America. Londoners. Oh, Londoners are, I like, London, always go for what the locals go for. The locals say the River Thames saved them, like it did the Great Fire, because they reckon this killing here tipped him into insanity, and then he went down to London Bridge and threw himself in and drowned. The police loved that one. For the next 20 years, every time they pulled a suicide out of the river, they said, could be him, could be him, could be him. Let's go for our little post-mortem.
Most expensive camel ever. Want. If I ever become rich, I'm having this in my house. This feels nice. I want that panda. Yeah, panda. Pudsey. I'd only have one eye for that price.
That's well cool.
Want. Sooty be mine, sooty be mine. This is heaven, even though I'm like 20 years old now. Twat. This is the bit where you sing a song.
Do, 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 do. Hey, where the chipmunks, Alvin, Simon.
Oh, goody eyes. What the fudge? Really?
That is disgusting.
Really?
She looks like...
Oh my god, look! Exclusive! £50.
Look who she looks like. Sarah Jessica Parker, aka Horseface.
They have, they've made her look at. Why is her neck so small? Oh my god, it looks a bit like my Auntie LP. £50. It's me! Ah, look! It's you! Dave!
What are they doing?
I don't know, just the same thing. Kissing couple.
That's the best.
I wish I was a borrower so I could ride this.
So there you go, Jess.
Oh my god, I love it. That's amazing.
That's me. That's Dave. That's Mark.
Purple pillow. Bye.